It's your old mate Carol, and I've got Toby with me. Right. There he is. How's that? God, it's a cold one today. I should have charged the thing up, what goes into the phone for the speaker, and I forgot to do it. What I'm going to do when I go home is charge it up straight away. Before I do anything, before I charge this up even. Anyway, I'm going to do something again a little bit different today. I don't want to be stressing Toby out. So, yeah, we're going to go along the prom to the towers. Then we're going to come off the prom. So we'll see plenty of this. But then I'm going to come off. We're going to have a walk down past Albany, past the police station, the leisure centre, and then after that we'll see the adventure playground, or a bit of it, and then we'll make our way to what the locals call Beirut. That's the local council estate. Oh, something's been shoved into the back of the car. Too cold, isn't it? Well, yeah, I know. It's horrible. All right, boy. Yeah, so we'll have a walk around Beirut, and then we'll come out at Tesco, and then we'll just meander our way back home. So far I've done, let's just check, 8 miles. So I reckon that's going to be like another 3. Which in this weather is going to be good enough. It is absolutely horrendous. Look at that. Just look at that coming in. Imagine going surfing in that. My hands, even with gloves on, are freezing. But we shall persevere. A bit of Churchillian spirit. As you can see, the tide's coming in. It's a way to go. Yeah, I think it's in full at about 20 past 6. Something like that. Yeah, I'm just changing hands. Put my hands in my pocket. Hi Dave, how are you? It's absolutely freezing here. Bitter cold. Oh, we got a dog coming, so I'm going to keep my eye on Toby. Yeah, so what we're going to do, Dave, we're going to walk down to the pier towers. After that, we're going to walk down to Aldi, and then past the police station to the leisure centre, and then we'll find our way to the council estate. Now the locals call it Beirut, but to be honest it's not that bad. But you'll see it so you can make your own minds up. Hello mate. You alright? Hiya fella. Oh. Come on. Right, too long a lead there. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. From here I think be about 4 miles from here, something like that. In this weather I think that's quite enough. Hi Edward. Oh. Wow, to 75. Wow. Dear God, you did what? And then you broke your wrist last night. Oh my God, that is terrible. Have you been to the hospital with it? The A&E? Yeah, don't worry, I'm always careful. I watch what I'm doing, where I'm going. I have one eye on this, the other eye on Toby, and what's in front of us. But yeah. He's on his way, look. Toby! Yeah, we've got another dog coming, 2 dogs. I always have to know what there is in front of us, so not too bad, but yeah, the wind and everything else, it would be easy to fall, wouldn't it? What did you do? Hi Edward. Turn me down at the bottom. Dave, what was it before it was 75? God. It is freezing. It really is. Yeah, I'm just going to change hands. When I've got Toby, I can just about get my fingertips in my pocket on that one hand. Which helps a bit. And I use the other hand with the phone. In a bit, the other hand will get freezing cold, but this hand will be a little bit warm. So I'll change hands again. Oh God. Annette. It's so easy done, isn't it? So easy. Oh God. Get yourself, seriously, get yourself a pair of hiking boots. They're going to support your ankle and you're going to get a lot better grip. I know it's your wrist what's broke, but if your ankles are supported, you've got less chance of falling. Yeah, it's awful. Well, that's what I would advise you. That would be the best thing I can say to you, is get yourself some hiking boots with good grip. Boots, not shoes, because you want something to support your ankles. I'll show you mine in a minute. I'm like a tank, I go through anything. Oh hell. What have we done? There we go. Come on. Yes, get something like that. I know at the moment the original factory shop, Toffs, they're closing down and they're selling everything cheap. Now my boots, walking boots, are normally 45 quid from there, and I got them for 31. I don't know whether they had women's hiking boots or not, but it's going to be well worth having a look. So when you do start walking the dog again, you know, when your wrist is better, at least if you got some decent boots, you're not gonna, well, not gonna say you're not gonna fall, but there's less chance. Yeah, definitely. I have 2 pairs of these boots. Of the ones I'm wearing out, I went and got, the other day I got another pair. I've got some walking shoes, but in this weather and going through mud and things, it's always better to, you know, to get boots, support your ankles. God, look at that. And there he is, well up in front, the little man. So tonight, I'm not going to stress him out again. I'm going to try building him up a bit from tomorrow. But we're going to take him past the towers, we'll turn right, and we'll make our way to Aldi. We'll go down at the side of Aldi's store, go past the police station, make our way to the leisure centre, and then we'll go over to our local council estate, or as Jack would probably know it, public housing. Now, lots of the locals down here say it's like Beirut. It's called Kirkfield. They say it's like Beirut on a bad day. Now, I've walked around there loads of times with Toby, and I've got to say to you, I've never had any trouble. You don't see loads of burnt out cars or smashed windows or settees in front garden. It's certainly not like Nunsthorpe in Grimsby. That was horrendous. It's certainly not like that. And I know a few people who live on there. They seem alright with me. But we'll have a look. You can see yourself and see what you think. I don't think the light's going to get any better. Maybe I should have left it another few days before we moved to 3:45. I don't know. IRC channel. It's called Withensea. It's on the east coast of Yorkshire. We're 20 miles east of Hull. Jared, no, it's not Blackpool. Blackpool is on the other side of the country. This is on the east coast in Yorkshire. Hi, Javid. No, definitely not. Hi Dwayne. No, Blackpool is about 150 miles from here, my friend. If you get a map of the UK, we are on the, what you're looking at there is the North Sea. It's on the east of the country. Blackpool is on the west coast. So we're up at the tower. I'm not going to go further up here. Now we've got to think of Toby, so we'll do something different. Right, yeah, looks like our friends are back in the van. I thought they'd gone. I didn't see the van yesterday. Right, so we'll go down here. We'll go past Game King. We'll cross over where the traffic lights are. And we'll go and do something a bit different, as I said. We'll go past Aldi. We'll go past the police station. The leisure centre and so on. And that should get our 11-12 mile in. I don't know, we'll see. Well, Game King only partially open. They're definitely getting longer, Dwayne. They're definitely getting longer. But today, the sky looks foreboding and threatening. Right, we'll cross over. And as I said, we'll go up by the side of Aldi. The light were on red. She just come sailing through it. Yeah, she just came sailing through. The lights were on red and she just came sailing through it. Right, so this is our Aldi. One of the places where the old Duchess packs me off to do his shopping. It's not bad. Got some kiddie winks there, so I don't want to get them on. Alright, mate. Hello, you. You'll say hello. It's always a little one, always. That's our pound stretchers. I'll show you something now. This is where Withensea railway station used to be. It's all been knocked down, but I'll show you the last bit of the station. It's still here, the very last bit. Well, this is the police station. Now this, as I'll show you, is the last bit of Withensea railway station that remains. Here we are. This is the platform to the old Withensea railway station. Why they left it, not sure, but they did. But this is what remains. They've backfilled it and put curbstones in. But that under there is the original brickwork for the platform. And that's all what remains of Withensea railway station. I've heard that it's been really cold in America, yes. Hiya Jack. Glad you're back. Now this is the police station. For such a little place, it's a pretty big cop shop. Over there is St. Nicholas's Church. See, this is the police station. I don't know whether there's anybody in there or not. We can have a look. Yeah, there is. I don't know whether it's open or it is. Blimey, you can actually go in there. I actually thought we only used it for parking police vehicles and things like that, and storing their equipment and what have you. The police van over there. And these, I'm assuming, will be for private cars of police officers. See, Withensea police station, police vehicles only. Now across here is our leisure centre. It's quite good inside actually. Have a walk round. I'm not going to go in, but we can have a walk round. That's St. Nick's Church at the back. I had thoughts of going in there and doing some exercise and stuff. I'm not really the exercise type. There we are. But $15.50 a month isn't bad really. It says from, so I don't know. Depends what you want. You're not going to get all what it says. See, from 15 a month. You're not going to get all that. But then again, I thought of doing it, going and joining them, and I thought, well, the thing is with me, I'm not really the exercise type. I'm never going to pump iron and stuff like that, never have done. But I thought certainly in the winter might help a bit, and I thought I can't be arsed. I'm more than happy just walking. See, Toby's quite happy. Well, this is the path of the old railway. I'll show you where the railway line used to go. One day we'll have a walk down it. We can go about, I think about 3.5, 4 miles before it becomes impossible. And then it picks up again at a place called Withenwick. And there you can walk right the way through Headon into Hull. I got a text today from our doctor's surgery asking me, either am I or do I know anybody who suffers from dementia? I thought, what? There's our tennis club. I thought, what? I thought, has the old Duchess been talking to the doctor about me or something? Well, I'm not going down here, but this is where the line used to go. Right the way down there. And it would have gone to Hull. Now you can walk about, I'd say about 4 miles, 4 there, 4 back, something like that, 3.5, 4 miles. And then it becomes impossible. It's all overgrown. Then there's housing further down. You can't do it. Now, we have done other things. From Withenwick, it's all the proper path, and that will take you into Hull. It goes through Headon and into Hull. And I think that's about 11 mile or something like that. So sometime, probably in the summer, I'll do a video on that. I might do my video and do a live at the same time. Right, we're on our way now to Beirut. This is the adventure, this is the playground. I'll show you the adventure playground. I don't know if there's any kids on it or not, but if there is, I'll have to be careful. See, you've got all sorts of things down there. See a bit more further on. My granddaughter loves it. The old Duchess mucked her thing of her. Oh, kids there. Now slides. There's all sorts of things on here for the kids. Yeah, she messed the mobility scooter up. One of these gates slammed on it. There's lots of things for them to do. This weren't there last time she came on it. There's a few more bits actually. Looks like a base, but it looks like some sort of basketball. Well, that's it anyhow. That's it. Millennium Park. I think it is. Like I said, it's alright. People whinge, there's nothing for kids to do. You've an activity centre over there, I don't know what they're doing there. You've sea cadet, you've army cadets. You've quite a lot of things really. And if you're a teenager, you should be doing your schoolwork anyway. And parents should be engaging with the kids, I think. I always did with Ruben and Samuel anyway. You did what? So that's 2 casualties on here. There's a net with a broken wrist she slipped when taking a dog. Right. And there's Jack, who's broke his ankle. What's the world coming to? I hope he gets better soon, Jack. Well, slowly we're coming up to Kirkfield estate, and this is what the locals call Beirut. Yeah, the reason I'm coming down here basically is Toby. We can't have him getting stressed out the other side of the towers, can we? Yeah, we'll walk up here, Tobes. Well folks, this is it. Lots of old people's bungalows, which is good. I don't know what we would do if we didn't have a bungalow. Sure, we would be alright. We'd have a stair lift. But then, my mum, in her house, the stairway were too narrow to fit a stair lift. Now, she used to go up and downstairs on all fours. I wouldn't have wanted that for me Duchess. When we got the house, my mum, when she got it, it was all right. She was really fit. And then literally over 3 or 4 years, she started to struggle. I mean, my mum were a bit like me. I mean, she'd think nothing of going like for a 10-15 mile walk with 4 dogs, not just one, but with 4 dogs. And she wouldn't think anything of it. When we were kids, we'd go out with them, we'd be walking forever. But all of a sudden, it just became too difficult for her. She'd struggle at walking up to my house, which was a 10-minute walk from hers. Well, yeah, what were I saying? But then you got this look. And this. This. So, yeah, well, yeah. There are one or two Beirutish houses, but then everybody else, they have a nice home. Little lad. Yeah, so this is it. I once walked past, I think of this house here. No, further down. That house in the corner. And you had these kids throwing about this rag doll. Oh, it was really funny. It just reminded me of me and my sisters when we were kids. It's the sort of thing we would have done. I just laughed as I walked past. Because I just thought it was really funny. So this is it, this is Beirut. Would I live on here? No. I like where I live. I like to have my own place. And I'm fine with what I've got. Ooh, 2 dogs. Hiya. Hello, you two. So this is it then. This is what it looks like. Ah, right. Right, I'm with you. Oh, okay. That's like 34 years ago, right? I don't know. I don't know what you would be doing in a mosh pit at 61. Pray, tell us. I don't think I've ever been in a mosh pit. See, it's okay, isn't it? You know, people say that it's bad. We've got the obligatory, ubiquitous Union Jacks flying. But still nowhere near like that place in Grimsby, that Nonthorpe, or Nunthorpe, whatever they called it. There you go, St. George's flag. The England flag, Union flags. You know, every house had one, and there were loads of houses with wrecked cars in the drive. Old settees, rotting furniture, I don't know, all sorts of crap like that. Of course, they all blame themselves. If they do live in a pig hole on that estate, they're not going to blame themselves though for living in a pig hole. Definitely not their fault. And they're not going to blame the local council. They'll blame immigrants and they'll blame other people. It's not their fault. Why don't we just tidy the place up? Another Union Jack. One there, one in the window. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. You want to fly the Union flag, fly it. Yeah, but other than that, it's quiet. I don't see loads and loads of youth hanging round waiting for the local drug dealer to come up or anything like that. I don't see anything nasty. And this, the locals call Beirut. Makes you laugh, doesn't it? The flats, from what I understand, are mainly old people. But you got a lot of bungalows as well, which again are mainly old people. What it's like on a Friday night when the pubs are tipping out, I wouldn't be knowing. But from what I've seen of it today and other days, looks alright. Well, they're wanting my mum to live on here. Yeah, another flag, it says, happy birthday. Bit of a change. Yeah, well, they wanted my mum to live on here. Yeah, wouldn't have been bothered. I'd been fine with that. Alright, mate. Right, we're going. There you go, under England flag. A monkey puzzle tree, now that's nice. Is it a monkey puzzle? No, it's not, it's a feather tree, it's a Christmas tree. Is it? Or is it a monkey puzzle? No, it is a monkey puzzle. Them trees are like a living fossil. They go back to the time of the dinosaurs. So yeah, I think it's good. Well, today we walked all together, including this morning, 10 mile, which is, I'm happy with that. My target for today was between 10 and 12. But yeah, that's alright. These are obviously not like council houses or in a Jack would know, public housing. You know, these are what people have bought. So you can see, Withensea's had a lot of stick. Supposed to have a lot of deprivation, a lot of poor people who are going short, they can't afford to pay the heating, it's either heating or eating, things like that. And I've said all along, well no, in any community you will get people with financial problems. Sometimes their own cause, sometimes, you know, circumstances. You will always get people with problems. And I said, well, how is Withensea worse than anywhere else? We have an organisation here in Withensea called Shores who are getting all this information out. We've got the BBC in. BBC were reporting on the plight of Withensea, this poor seaside community. It was in the local newspapers. People were starving. And I wrote a letter to the editor saying that this was nonsense. And if you wanted to see real poverty, well, go to Grimsby, go to Scunthorpe. And I gave him the figures to prove it. And it was just a letter. I didn't expect him to do anything with it. And what did he do? It became a front page headline. And that literally killed the whole thing about Withensea being a poor area. Well, we've walked through the estate. We've seen the local authority homes. And yeah, you got one or two, well, yes. But the majority are all right. I'm not saying they're all rich. I'm not saying they've got loads of money. But they can make a life. I mean, you've seen other areas where people have bought their own home. And it's okay. House prices here are not expensive. You'll get one of these bungalows for, oh, I don't know, 170, 180,000 pounds. If it's two of you working and you just got a basic paying job, say £13 an hour each. You should be able to easily afford one of these. You should be able to afford to get something reasonably nice. You know, on Oak Avenue, you know, up at the top, where we normally walk. There's a bungalow there for 170. Well, this is the golf club. Nice on this side, Toby. Well, we'll walk up and then we'll eventually come out at Tesco. And when we get to Tesco, make our way home. Certainly not as cold here as it was earlier on. Well, not quite, but bloody hell, you got a chipped tooth. Ah. Yeah. Why does he get complaints, Dave? I can't, stupid that. 102 years, how are you? Yeah, exactly, Trevor, it looks alright. Yeah, Jack, I'm going to get some more when I get round to it. I'm going to get some more of them photos and put them on my channel so you can have a look at them. I'll tell you when they're up, and then you can be able to go on my channel and have a look at them. Now, somebody said to me, but you've got a choice. Live in Withensea or live on that estate in Lincoln where I got chased off, Lunsthorpe, or live in Burnley. Oh my God, I'd rather have Withensea every time. Come on, little man. Well, this is the golf club. And in a bit we'll make our way up to Tesco. Come on, stop being nosy. Yeah, it's certainly not as bitter as it was earlier on. It's still not warm, but it's nowhere near as bitter. Now that'd be alright for me and my Duchess, but she says, nah, we're too old. Well, this is your golf club. We do a nice carvery there on a Sunday. Right. The other side of this is Tesco. So we'll go past Tesco. Yeah, it's only a small place, but we are quite well served. Right, someone's got the swing there. Yeah, this takes us past Tesco, so it'll also put us back on the main drag. You're off out, Dave. Yeah, Edward, that is true. Oh yeah, my son does that regular, Trevor. He's done it on his bike and in his car. He organises rallies and things like that. And he's done that a few times. Yeah, see you later on, Dave. Take care, mate. Chat later. Have a good night, whatever you're going to be doing anyhow. See, there's your Tesco. You know, there's a young lady at the back of me. She's gone now, so I'm happy about that. She's no trouble, but don't like people at the back of me, really. I was going to stop and let her get in front of me. Yeah, Toby's a lot happier now tonight. It's a good idea, that, to be honest, Trevor. In Yorkshire, you're literally at the centre of the country. You can go anywhere from Yorkshire. Here's a bit difficult because you're right at the very edge. See, Tesco. You're right at the very kind of edge. You've got to get through Hull before you start making progress. Well, really, you've got to get to Goole and the M18 before you're really going to make any, before you're going to get anywhere. You're all right from then onwards. But even so, there's a lot worse places to live in than Withensea or East Yorkshire. The nice thing about living in Elland, before which was Calderdale, you were slap bang on the M62. So you could go wherever you wanted. To get to North Wales, it took me 2 hours, just over 2 hours. To get here, a couple of hours. Well, 10.6 miles so far. So what I'm going to do now, we'll take a slow walk back. Now you see the house across the road there, that last house. Tell you who lives there. We sometimes see a guy on a mobility scooter with a couple of dogs who wears like a cowboy hat. That's his house. See, again, that is a nice thing about With. Everybody knows each other, which is good, but it can be a curse as well, I think. But yeah. Something happens to you, everybody would know about it. I think I'm pretty well known in Withensea because of my walks and doing my videos and things. Now, I know if anything happened to me, a lot of people would know. I'm one of the local characters. Not in a bad way, but I'd rather that than nobody notice me. Yeah, that it is in a way, Trevor, yeah. What sort of things are in a yeah, it's a bit like a Walmart, Jack. It's a bit like a Walmart store, but some of them are really big and they sell everything, and that isn't though. It's like it's a small store, smallish. We sell food, you know, a little bit of clothing, a bit of non-foods, but nothing to really write home about. It's like a small Walmart, I'd say. Another one about a big retailers is Asda, and that used to be part of Walmart. Walmart bought it and they developed the business and they sold it. Now it's going down the pan. Two Asian brothers from Blackburn bought it. Now they've sold 50% of it, but it is in a mess. Yeah, it's not a bad place though to get stuff in Tesco. Now, just at the back of these houses, we've got the Promenade. Thanks, love. Come on. Got some kiddie winks coming, so that's it. Kiddie winks have gone. You know, I'll always do my very best not to get them on. It's not that I don't trust my viewers or anything like that, I do, but you don't know who else is going to watch this. These are big houses. And they've got high ceilings as well. So the heating would be an absolute fortune. Now, this again is part of the council estate, Kirkfield. So again, this is Beirut. You can see it's quiet. I don't know what the locals who think it's like Beirut would do if they lived in some parts of Manchester. Or Bradford or Leeds. Come on. Well, this is a care home. The Queen's residential home. It used to be a hotel at one time, I believe. That's where the Gazette is now. Well, this is where I take my dog to get him groomed and nails clipped and things like that. They're pretty good. One of our buses. Across there's our library. Doesn't have a right lot in, but if you want something they'll get it in for you. And here's the Tamarix Lodge. So there you go. They're hiring care workers at £13.22 an hour. So for two of you, £13 odd an hour. working 40 hours, why would you not be able to afford a mortgage? Having said that, I wouldn't want to be a care worker. Let's have a look, see how far we've gone. 11.02 miles. So what we'll do, we'll have a walk round, we'll go back past the towers, and we'll come back through the not Memorial, Valley Gardens. God, listen to that. It's got a go faster exhaust, I think. Alright, Toby. It's not bad now with motorbikes. At first it used to go mad. Absolutely berserk, but now, not too bad. Well, here you go, there's our closing down sale. Probably the best store in Withensea. It will be a lot when it goes. It will be a loss to the town. The Meridian Centre, it's called that because it's bang on the Meridian line. It used to be the town hall for Withensea Urban District Council back in the day, up to maybe 1974. And then let's cross over. Now it's kind of run by the local town council. They kind of lease it off themselves or off some trust which they own. I don't know. It's literally falling to pieces. The best thing we should have done is sold it to somebody like Weatherspoons. Well, here we go. You can see where we are, folk. So we're going to walk down here, walk back through the Valley Garden, down past Game King, and home. See, Toby's happy. He's okay. He's not stressed, he's not worrying. Let's go and have a look at the sea and we'll see how bad it is. What? We're okay, Toby, we're okay. He's not happy with the sound, is he? There you go. Sit now. Come on, Tobes. Come on. I think a lot of it with him is the noise. think on the night of the tragedy, it was like this, but there were lots of blue lights, helicopter, lots and lots of noise, people shouting, and I think that frightened him. Like I said, you never know with a dog. You never really know what they know. Well, it was a manager of this place across here, Shores, who got in touch with the media, the BBC and the newspapers, telling them about the poverty in Withensea. She actually claimed there were kids walking around with no shoes on their feet. And it was me who really tore into that one. And since then, BBC won't touch it. It is rough. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're granny's on. Oh yeah. Oh, at least I know that. I've been to Walmart, I've been in a mosh pit. All right. Can it? It's nice though. I don't care what the weather's like. It's still nice, if you get what I mean. It's still, to be honest, I really wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Oh look, I'm crying out loud. Just look. They haven't removed it yet. The Christmas tree is still there. Who'd have imagined that? Oh dear God. They haven't taken the Christmas tree down yet. Oh hell. Never mind. Never mind. It is Withensea after all. Come on, Tobes. He got a bit upset there by the wall, didn't he? I think I've got it now. In a few days the tide will move on. It'll be later. See, when the tide's out it might be a lot better. We can start building him up. Another flag. Well, we've done 11.46 miles. Well, my target was 10 to 12, so I'm expecting 11.8 or something like that when I get home. It's certainly not as cold as it were. It's certainly warmed up a bit, but that could be because I've not been on the seafront. One of my neighbour's sons owns this place, the ice cream parlour. He's a nice enough bloke. Now this place has been for sale for 9 months. The trouble is, when it's busy, it's really, really busy, you know, in the summer. And in times like this, you've no customers. I don't know how much he wants for it. Come on, little man. All the lights are on him and closed down bookies. Won't be taking many bets. It's something I've never done, that. Gone to the bookies. I've never put a bet on, ever. There's our one remaining bookie, Corals. And as such, we come down Railway Crescent. Why it's called a crescent, I don't know. It's not really a crescent, is it? I think some of these houses were probably, especially these on that side, were built by the North Eastern Railway for its staff. But I don't know for certain. Now, this used to be the courthouse, and that used to be the old police station. You remember we saw it on the pictures, the old pictures. And this, where I live, the old wood yard, was exactly that. It was like a wood yard. And then they built these bungalows. which are not big, but they are nice. They're alright for a couple. Maybe the old Duchess are fine. Well, folks, here we are. Toby wants to say goodnight. Toby, yeah. Ooh. And it's going to be good night from me. Thanks, Edward. You will see me very soon. Javid. Heartbeat. A little bit, but Heartbeat's about 100 miles north. Benny Hill. Yep. Night, Trevor. Who let the dogs out? That's me. Yeah. Yeah, you enjoy the snow. We don't want it. Let's have a quick look what I'm doing. So I'd just like to say to everybody, thank you very much for coming. It's been a real pleasure having everybody on board tonight. We've had some real good discussions. Thanks for your patience with Toby as well. Don't want to upset him, do we? He's had a good walk. He's been a lot more settled. And if he's happy, I'm happy. So I'm going to thank everybody for the likes, for comments, the shares, subscriptions. It's been great having everybody. So I'll see you again on the next one. So bye.